Yeah.
Okay, let's do. We're gonna put this back on.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather is getting kind of cold, man. Yeah, we're doing all these things. In the blow, in the blow. We're going to give thanks and praises first to the Most High. We are going to give thanks and praises first to the Most High. Yes, sir. And tonight we're going to talk about pancreatic cancer and preventing diabetes. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. He's on King Blessed. Good night, good night, good night. Marissa, blessed, good night. Kaisha, Kitty Young, blessed, everyone. You know, people are dying from diabetes and complications, you know. Yes. Penny Young, hi my friend, how you doing? Yes. Give thanks, you know. Teresa Martin, good night. Andrew Orr, Julia Janet, good night. Blessed love to everybody. Lisa. St. Bryce, good night. David Gordon, blessed love, my brother. You know, Letitia Murdoch, good night. We're going to have a wonderful educational presentation tonight on the pancreas and diabetes and pancreatic cancer. And a lot of our people can learn because we know that lots of people are dying from. Leslie and Mac calling good night, good night. Sheila, good night. Vanessa Burke, hi, blessed night. Mike Thompson, blessed love. My brother Tina, good night. Give thanks. Diddy Hughes, blessed love to everybody. And tonight we're going to have this wonderful program. My brother, here you are.
Yes.
Give thanks, you know?
Love, man.
You want to give thanks and praise to the Most High, Jehovah God, the creator of the heavens and earth. And all his name should be praised in terms of all the glory should belong to him, you know. So tonight we're going to have a wonderful presentation. We don't have no PowerPoint, you know, because we're just trying to do something a little fast tonight because we just had a brother in Grenada who lost his limbs to diabetes, right? And in the Caribbean countries, we know that as soon as they find out you have diabetes and you have some neuropathy and you have bad circulation, they want to cut your feet off or the foot off or your hand off. You know what I mean? And diabetes is rampant in the Caribbean countries now. Lots of Indian people seem to have it too. The Indian community in Oklahoma is full of diabetes too. So, and that's the third leading cause of death, I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me. Diabetic complication is the third leading cause of death in America beside heart disease and cancer. You understand? And lots of people is coming in with diabetes and they're getting pancreatic cancer. Some people is suffering from pancreatitis. You understand? And it is coming to your doorstep if you don't eat right. All right? Because we had a presentation where we showed you the pancreas. And we said that the pancreas is the most active gland in your digestive system. The most active gland in our digestive system is the pancreas. But we're going to show you in some new techniques that you can use to keep the pancreas healthy and to detoxify it. And if it's not fully damaged, I'm going to show you what you can do to heal it. Because the pancreas have the ability to heal itself. You understand? And by the time you use the word cure, they want to come and lock you up. So we're not going to use the word cure. We're going to use the word heal. The body heal itself. So we're going to show you how the pancreas does that. All right? Because lots of people take metformin. That's a drug they give you for diabetes. And women who have PCOS too. And the bad thing about metformin is it causes lactic acidosis. So if you have lactic acidosis, how are you going to fix diabetes? And it also gives you anemia too. And that's side effects of these drugs. And some of these other drugs like diabetes and all the glycerol, they all damage your liver anyway because the liver have to filter all these chemicals from these drugs. So, Shante, I want you to come on. If everybody see it, is it clear enough? Put it over here for me, son. Is this clear? Are you seeing it clear? Let me know, please. All right. And you know we have everything. Is the writing clear for me? Yes or no? Is it clear? Wonderful. All right, we don't want it to be blurry. If it's blurry, you can't see, and you have to have your pen and paper, because now they are trying to delete our videos now on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean? They don't want us to share the message. So, can everybody see? Yes, wonderful. Good. Now let's talk about pancreatic health. Let's talk about pancreatic health, because these people who want you all to take care of your pancreas. And America is full of diabetes too. The Caribbean countries full of it. In Antigua only, they have a 24-hour shift of dialysis for people who lost the kidney to diabetes. You understand? Pancreatic health, and we're going to go to what is the job. I want you all to have a pen and paper. What is the job of the pancreas? Answer to that. Your pancreas secretes digestive juices into your small intestines, breaking down foods that left your stomach to go into your small intestines, which is the first organ that cleans your blood. Your small intestines is the key, and your pancreas is the key. Your pancreas is the most active gland in your digestive system. You can't abuse it. It's going to hamper your quality of life long term. And once you get diabetes and you can't control your sugar levels, you're going to lose your limbs, you're going to lose your eyes, you're going to lose your nerves, you're going to lose your heart, you're going to lose your kidney too. So people have to learn how to protect the pancreas and keep it in good condition. All right? So that's what the pancreas does. It secretes digestive juices, and that digestive juice, when it goes into your small intestine, it breaks down, it finishes the process of digestion of starches or carbohydrates in your small intestines. This organ right here, the first organ that cleans your blood. All right? So, and that's breaking down the foods that left your stomach to go into this organ right here. So the pancreas must produce these juices or these enzymes to shoot it in this organ in order for this organ to help to finish the digestive process of your carbohydrates. All right? No doctor could do that either. Wonderful. So that's the job of your pancreas. Let's go to the next one now. Job 2 of your pancreas. It has 2 jobs. The second job of your pancreas is to produce insulin and secretes that hormone, because insulin is a hormone, and it secretes that particular hormone called insulin into your bloodstream to regulate your blood sugar levels. That is the 2 main jobs of your pancreas. See? To produce insulin and secrete that hormone we call insulin into your bloodstream to regulate your body sugar levels. That's the 2 jobs of the pancreas, the 2 main jobs. So, the insulin is produced in the endocrine part of the pancreas, which is controlled by the pituitary gland in your brain. And the exocrine part of the pancreas produces your digestive juices or your digestive enzymes to break down your starches, your protein, and your fats. Now, if your pancreas cannot produce the digestive juices or the enzyme to break down your foods in your intestines, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get sick eventually. And if you can live without the pancreas, but if you do take it out, it's going to cause you to have serious inflammation. Follow me. That's the 2 main jobs of your pancreas. Insulin production and also digestive juices to go into your intestines to break down the foods that left your stomach. So it is the most active gland in your digestive system. It is more active than the stomach itself. All right? So we must take care of it. And there is a possibility that you can heal your pancreas once you know how to do that. We're going to teach you how to do that tonight now. So the second job of the pancreas is to produce insulin and secrete that hormone, insulin that is, in the bloodstream to regulate your body sugar levels. That's the second job of the pancreas. Don't forget, the insulin is produced in the endocrine part of the pancreas, and it is controlled by the gland in the brain called your pituitary gland. So if there is lacking of balance between the pancreas and the pituitary, it's a possibility, if they are in balance, is going to affect your pancreatic health. Bottom line. All right? And the enzyme or digestive juices is produced by or in the exocrine part of your pancreas. What pH? pH means potential hydrogen. What pH does your pancreas function in? Your pancreas functions in a pH of 8.0, 8.3, alkaline. So if you're taking metformin, metformin is a drug that causes you to get or have lactic acidosis. So if you have lactic acidosis, how you going to fix your pancreas, which functions in a pH of 8.0, 8.3? Because it produces alkaline enzymes. You see what I'm saying? So metformin don't fix your troubles. It makes your secretion of the pancreas more acidic, because it causes lactic acidosis. What causes diabetes? What is the main cause of people who were or is diagnosed with diabetes on a regular basis, especially in the Caribbean countries? High cholesterol, too much alcohol consumption, high blood pressure, troubles in your heart. Because if you have troubles in your heart, you're going to have troubles in your pancreas. And if you have troubles in the pancreas, you're going to get trouble in your kidney and your heart also. It's common sense. They work together. So the causes of diabetes is what? I want you to leave it so you could write it down. High cholesterol, alcohol, too much alcohol consumption, which is the main cause of an inflamed pancreas, because alcohol has sugars, and high blood pressure. High cholesterol, alcohol consumption, too much of it, and high blood pressure is some of the main causes of diabetes. Overweight, when you're too big and fat, and you have all this fat clogging up the receptors, also contribute to diabetes. A high fat and carbohydrate diet. A high fat and carbohydrate, refined carbohydrate, that is, diet. The genes, they call it genetics. If your mother and father have diabetes, or your grandfather have it, uncle had it, and you eat the same way that they've been eating, you're going to get diabetes eventually. An acid diet, and I want to come back again. An acid diet means that because your pancreas function in an 8.0, 8.3 pH, alkaline that is, if the diet is acidic, if you are prone to get in diabetes, it will change the pH of the pancreatic secretion from 8.0 to 6.0 or 5.0, and your pancreas will function there, but you are going to burn the exocrine part of that gland up, and then it won't be able to produce your digestive enzymes or your juices for you, and it will become lazy, and all of a sudden diabetes is going to step in. So acid diet is one of the main causes of diabetes. Constipation. Come over here, son. What's uncle? Sorry. Constipation. Once you are constipated and you don't have waste moving like they're supposed to move, common sense. I'm a common sense person. Wisdom is justified by her children. We're going to have waste coming back into the walls of your intestines. And it's going to go back into your portal vessel, into your liver, and your liver, which is also contaminated with excessive amount of toxic bile. It will go back and go into your come over here, Shante, right into your gallbladder. And your gallbladder, in turn, would not be able to emulsify that fats properly, And because your pancreas and your gallbladder share one duct, it will affect the function of your pancreas because now you have toxic bile, and then you can get diabetes from suffering from constipation. Follow me. See it over here. Blood sugar balance. Blood sugar balance. Right over here. Let's go over here. Come over here, son. Yes? Constipation. The next cause of diabetes is lots of red meat, lots of red flesh food, beef, and pork, and hot dogs, and bacon. Why these two foods right over here, hot dogs and bacon? They have lots of nitrates. They have lots of sodium. Follow me. So all these foods, after a long period of time, and you're not giving your pancreas a break to treat you well, they in turn will damage your pancreas, causing you to get diabetes long term. So it's not only from your genes. Acid, constipation, hot dogs, bacon with sodium, lots of it, lots of nitrates, lots of nitrate, and you would get diabetes long term. And when you get diabetes as a man, your penis dead. When you get diabetes, you have trouble in the eyes. You get diabetic retinopathy. When you have diabetes, you get diabetic neuropathy, troubles in the nerves. When you get diabetes, not controlling your sugar levels, you get trouble in your kidney, damage your kidney long term. You go on dialysis. You know what I'm saying? When you have diabetes long term, it damages your heart, muscle, and the arteries too. So, these are the causes. And that's why people are so sick in the Caribbean, because eating too much starches. Go again. Insulin resistance. Insulin deficiency. Insulin sensitivity. Don't forget that. Insulin resistance. Insulin deficiency. Insulin sensitivity. Let's go over here. Trying to teach the people. Now, let's go to these two over here, which is insulin resistance and overweight. Insulin resistance and overweight. Now, once you are overweight, you can cause your pancreas to malfunction, and you would get insulin resistance long term. If you have a high cholesterol level, you can also get insulin resistance long term. So overweight people and people who have high cholesterol levels can also suffer from insulin resistance. What it is? What is insulin resistance? Insulin resistance meaning that something is resisting the insulin that your pancreas is producing from the endocrine part of the gland. Resistance, they call it. So if you have high cholesterol levels, and because cholesterol is a fat, or high triglyceride levels, they would go into the receptors and they clog it up. And now your pancreas is not producing the insulin from the endocrine part of the gland because your receptors is clogged up. When the insulin comes, your insulin is like a key to a keyhole. He has to open the door, that keyhole now, for your sugar to go in. So you can burn it up because sugar goes up and out. Follow me. If you have high cholesterol levels, or if you are overweight, the fats blocks the receptors. And now the insulin is there. You are producing the insulin now, but the beta cells is not utilizing it properly because you have a receptor that is clogged up with fats. So the insulin can't get in. Once the key cannot open the key into the hole to open your door, insulin will stay in your bloodstream. If the insulin stays in your blood, you would come down with diabetes long term. But also, you would also get troubles in your arteries because excessive amount of insulin would start to clog up your arterial walls and cause your arterial walls to get very hard, which can cause you to get troubles in your heart long term, heart disease, or heart troubles. Secondly, if you are suffering from insulin resistance and your doctor do not know that you are suffering from that condition, and he sees that your tablets is not working for you, your doctor will put you on Humalog or Lantus, whatever they call it, insulin that is, not knowing that you are producing the insulin, but your beta cells is not utilizing the insulin well. So he gives you a double whammy, not knowing that you are producing insulin. Once he gives you more insulin, he puts your heart at risk now, because excessive amount of insulin now start damaging your arterial walls again and causing you now to get high blood pressure or troubles in your heart. So overweight people or people who have high cholesterol and the cholesterol is oxidizing without antioxidant in the body, you would come down with insulin resistance, and in turn you would get diabetes and troubles in your heart long term. Follow me. Got it, Shante?
Yes.
Wonderful. So, we are linking insulin resistance to people who are overweight. And we are linking insulin resistance to high cholesterol levels. So once you lose your weight and you get rid of the fats clogging your receptors, you can fix diabetes long term if it is coming from insulin resistance. Insulin deficiency. Lots of people long term, when they get older, because they mistreated their pancreas, they start having insulin deficiency, so the doctors put them on insulin. But type 1 diabetes, which affects children, it can be caused by the immune system, which become overactive and attacks the pancreas, or a viral infection from them vaccines. Them vaccines they give you all children too. They put in your children. The vaccines with the same virus that they put into your children from the vaccination program can also damage your pancreas, the endocrine part of the gland, causing you, the child, to become insulin deficient. Follow. So it can either be environmental to have insulin deficiency, or it can be from the immune system, which is overzealous and is so contaminated and so compromised that it starts damaging your pancreas, or it can be from a virus that they put in your children on a regular basis that could cause the pancreas to malfunction because the virus damages the endocrine part of the gland, causing that gland to not produce insulin at all. And then they put your children on insulin forever till they die. Insulin sensitivity. What is insulin sensitivity? Similar to insulin resistance. But hear this now. Insulin sensitivity, what does that mean? It means that you are sensitive to something that you're putting into the body. So for instance, Ashanti can eat 2 slices of bread, and me, Patrick Dells, can eat the same 2 slices of bread, and Ashanti's sugar levels would stay normal, but my sugar level will go high. See what I'm saying? Insulin sensitivity. Once you know what it is, you can rearrange your diet and you can repair type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or insulin sensitivity. So if you know that if you eat 2 slices of bread, whole wheat, 69 glycemic index, white bread, 70 glycemic index, lots of sugars. If you know that 2 slices of bread jump your sugar, spike your sugar levels that high, you can now go and eat 1 slice and you can check your sugar levels And if your sugar level stays normal, you know that you are allowed to eat one slice of bread. Don't forget that now. That's called insulin sensitivity. I want to teach my people every day. Wonderful. So you have insulin resistance, insulin deficiency, and insulin sensitivity. How do we, in herbal medicine, detoxify the pancreas? Because the pancreas can be detoxified. And doctors ask, what is detoxification? You all know what detoxification is? Huh? When you all give a person a cleansing before colonoscopy, that's a detox or cleansing. So you're supposed to know the word detoxification, what it means. How do we, in herbal medicine, detoxify the pancreas? By doing what? Eating the foods that have enzymes. Eating the foods that have enzymes. Because the exocrine part of the pancreas produces enzymes. So you must feed that gland enzymes. Very significant. Because once you pass the age of 60 years old, you only produce 40% of enzymes. Follow me. Once you pass the age, over here, son. Once you pass the age of 60, you only produce 40% of the enzymes. Once you pass the age of 60. So if you pass the age of 60 and you're only producing 40% of the enzymes, you know for a fact now that you have to compensate. So you have to eat the foods now that have lots of what? Enzymes over here. Have to eat them. Greens, fruits. You know what I mean? Those are the food that have lots of enzymes. You must eat them, especially lettuce and string beans. So how do we detoxify the pancreas? By feeding the pancreas enzymes. By feeding the pancreas water. Because 70% of the water of the body is water and 80% of the brain is water. So you must feed the pancreas water. Avoid constipation. If you want to help to detoxify your pancreas, you must avoid constipation. And you must take probiotics, at least 20 to 30 billion per day, to run away the bad guys that is flourishing in your large bowel. Your sewage system, that is. Foods with enzymes. Lots of water. Avoid constipation. Take probiotics. You're going further. Always get up in the morning and have a glass of lemon juice in warm water. And what that does, lemon juice in the morning with water, warm water, stimulates the pancreas, helping the pancreas to release its digestive enzymes or juices. And we said before that if you put a pinch of cayenne pepper in the water, it keeps the blood alkaline during the day. But it also moves the breeze from the digestive system. But lemon warm water with a lemon in the morning or in the nighttime before you go to bed stimulates your pancreas, helping that particular gland to release its digestive juices in your small intestines so that it can break your foods down properly. Don't forget. All right. Don't forget now. Teach somebody else, man. 6. 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother, string bean juice, and lettuce juice together. What do they do together? They slow down the sugar from foods into the bloodstream. 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother, string beans juiced, and lettuce juiced would slow down the sugar from foods that is going too fast into your bloodstream. And that's why I said to people every day, once you are going to eat anything that have sugars, you must always chew a piece of lettuce behind your sugar, because the lettuce will help to normalize the function of the pancreatic secretion or the juices, putting it into your small intestines at a slower rate. Don't forget now, I'm teaching my people, man. 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother and string bean juice, which is natural insulin, and lettuce juice slows down the sugar from foods into your bloodstream so that your sugar don't spike regularly. Simple. And all these are found in nature. But they say there's no cure. They give you a drug for diabetes and you take it for 20 years. You're on drugs for 20 years. 30 years you're taking metformin. 15 years you're taking metformin. You can't fix it because they never taught you how to detoxify your pancreas. They never taught you that. See? Don't forget. I want you to mark it down. Teach somebody else who have diabetes. You can teach them. 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar with the mother, string bean juice and lettuce juice. Drink that every day, and that will slow down the sugar from foods into your bloodstream. Let's go again. What causes people to get pancreatic cancer? What causes people to get pancreatic cancer? We give ourselves pancreatic cancer. We give ourselves diabetes. We give ourselves high blood pressure from the way we eat. See, we kill these organs, kill the glands. What causes people to come down with pancreatic cancer? Or what is the warning signs of that particular disease? When you have it, sometimes you don't even know you have cancer of the pancreas until it gives you a symptom and the cancer already spread to your liver and your stomach. You see what I'm saying? Or your lung. So look at the signs. What causes pancreatic cancer and the warning signs of it? Jaundice. Jaundice is not a disease, but it is a symptom of a disease, like cancer of the pancreas, gallbladder congestion, or sickle cell. But if you have jaundice, it is always imperative that you check a doctor. Do not go to a herbalist. Check your doctor, get your ultrasound done, and then you will know what is going on with your pancreas. I am both ways. I'm not only a herbalist, but I also deal with the medical system when it is necessary. And that's where they're good. Ultrasounds, CT scans, trauma, you know what I mean? MRIs, blood work. You must have that. So any herbalist tell you don't go to them, doctors, they're crazy. Run from them herbalists like those. Okay? Now, jaundice is a sign that something is wrong in the pancreas. Belly pain, and the pain leaves your belly over here because your pancreas is right over here. The pancreas is tucked under the right lobe of the liver, and the gallbladder is tucked under the left lobe of your liver, right over here. The pain will come from over here and go over here and go all the way to your back. It can be gallstones too, but that's a sign that you have pancreatic cancer. Don't have to be, but check your doctor. You understand? Get yourself checked out. Especially the pain don't go away at all. It stays right here and it moves. Come to your back and the pain is terrible. Especially if the cancer is in the head of the pancreas and the tumor is growing. Forget that now. Jaundice, belly pain, weight loss, rapid weight loss. You're losing weight without a cause. Get yourself checked out. Because the bad thing about pancreatic cancer, which killed Patrick Swayze, the actor, and which is the boy from Jeopardy 2. He has it too. A lot of people die from it. It's very difficult to catch it early, but you can prevent it. So, rapid weight loss. Your appetite disappears. No appetite. Liver and gallbladder inflammation. Because the liver, the pancreas and the liver and the gallbladder share one duct, and they tuck under the liver. Once you have troubles in the pancreas with cancer is going to cause you to have liver and gallbladder inflammation. Diabetes. Tons of diabetics outside there. Tons of diabetics in the Caribbean countries. You understand? Diabetes is one of the signs of pancreatic cancer too, or a symptom of it too. But if you have diabetes, you can get what we call pancreatitis. Or if you have liver and gallbladder inflammation, you can also have pancreatitis. You follow me? And that can cause you to have more trouble in the pancreas. And if the cancer is in the head of the pancreas, you are in trouble. If the cancer is in the tail, less pain. But once that cancer goes to the head of your pancreas, you have pain like crazy. And eventually you're going to die because they're going to take your life. Because the pancreas is the most active gland in our digestive system. What about? How do we improve pancreatic health? How do we improve pancreatic health? To keep the pancreas healthy. To keep it working for us on a regular basis, every day. Lose weight. Exercise. Reduce stress. Eat a high fiber diet. And remember, don't shake the camera, Pops, okay? Wonderful. Hold it straight. You're wonderful. Wonderful. I got it. Okay. Reduce your stress. Stress is a killer. Because what stress does, it causes the body to retain acid. And if you have acid in the system and the secretion of the pancreas is acidic, you're going to get cancer long term. Right? Get adequate sleep. Adequate sleep. What is adequate sleep? Dr. Lauren Day said in her presentation that your hormones start regenerating between the hours of 10 in the night time, 10 p.m. I said yes, true, but earlier than that. Your endocrine system, the glands, start to regenerate between the hours of 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. in the morning. See? So sleep is important for the glands. See? They're very significant to keep the glands healthy. So you must have good sleep. Over here, son. You must have good sleep. You must lose weight if you're overweight. Lose some weight. Exercise at least 30 minutes per day. Stretching. Sweating. Reduce your stress intake. And eat a high fiber diet. And always get adequate sleep. Because the body heals when you're sleeping. And between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. your liver and your pancreas start regenerating. 1 a.m. But the liver, the pancreas, because it is tucked under the right lobe of your liver, when the healing process starts from 8 p.m., the pancreas picks it up again from 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning with the liver, because it is tucked under the right lobe of your liver. So always get adequate sleep to keep the pancreas well. So losing weight, exercise, reduce your stress intake, a high fiber diet to make you go to the bathroom regularly and get adequate sleep. Now, lots of people ask me, Mr. Dells, what is a pancreatic cyst, or what is it made up of? So when your doctor say you have a cyst on your kidney, or you have a cyst on your pancreas, he is telling you in essence that you have mucus and water mixed together that's stuck in your pancreas and form a cyst in your pancreas from what? Excessive amount of fat consumption. Mucus. And if that cyst remains on the pancreas for a long period of time, he will tell you, oh, long term, if you don't get rid of the cyst in the pancreas, you can get pancreatic cancer long term. So the cyst that he tells you that you have in your pancreas consists of mucus and water from the excessive amount of fat that you eat on a regular basis. The cyst that you have in your kidney is fats and mucus and water in your kidney. That's why a lot of people have kidney cyst. Water and mucus, 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 mucus. So we see how we help the pancreas. Now, we ain't staying too long. Your pancreas and your gallbladder share one duct. So if there is troubles in your gallbladder, there will be troubles in your pancreas. And if there's troubles in the pancreas, there will be troubles in your gallbladder, because they're brothers and sisters. So lots of people who lost their gallbladder to gallbladder stones don't know that they can still get stones because you still have your bile duct there, and the stones can still get lodged in your bile duct because the duct is still there. You follow me? So don't lose your gallbladder. Remove the stones naturally if they're not too big. They're herbs we can use now for pancreatic congestion and gallbladder congestion. If they're both congested with mucus and toxic bile from the liver, which can cause you to get gallstones long term. And it all comes from the intestines. It's all come from bad eating habits. It all comes from the food moving from the stomach, not properly digested, and going into the small intestines where your pancreas is not working well, not producing your digestive juices, not producing your enzymes, and causing havoc in the lower bowel. You follow me? So here are the plants. This one. And this one. Where they are? There it is. These two here. See them, they mark them down for me. I'm teaching you all this in herbal medicine school. God put herbs on the earth for every single disease that we have. Everything is from the earth. That's where you're from. When you die, that's where you go. That's where God take you from, the earth. Wild yam, turmeric. These are the two main herbs that would deal with gallbladder congestion, gallbladder inflammation. If there is troubles in the pancreas, these two herbs will work wonderful there, especially if the gallbladder is congested with too much toxic bile. It moves it out. It removes the inflammation. And then while you are removing the inflammation with these herbs, you are now using foods that will digest fast, properly, and then you will save your gallbladder. You're going to save your pancreas, because now you are feeding these glands what they need. Diabetes. Gentian, G-E-N-T-I-A-N. The best herb for diabetes, besides Gymnea sylvestre, this herb right here, G-E-N-T-I-A-N. Always keep it in your diet. Bitters. You find this herb in all the bitters they have on the market. Is that Angola bitters they call it?
Angostura.
Angostura bitters? That's what inside there. This here. This herb is in what? Angus what?
Angostura.
Angostura bitters. This herb is in Angostura bitters. Gentian. That's it inside there. This herb is the best herb for diabetes. It helps to drop the sugar levels faster, but it works well with this herb right here. This one over here. Cinnamon. Cinnamon helps with peripheral circulation, but it also helps the beta cells to utilize your insulin properly so you don't get insulin resistant long term. This herb. But they work together. See? Some are bitters, drop the sugar levels. Some work on gallbladder and pancreatic congestion. Some help with peripheral circulation. And some help to prevent the beta cells, or help the beta cells to utilize your insulin well. This one, that's the name for me. Mark it down. Meadow sweet. Meadow sweet is very significant in the stomach, especially if the person is suffering from hyperchlorhydria. Too much acid in the stomach walls. Because remember that your stomach have to churn your foods, but your stomach also have to protect its walls from the same acid that the stomach produces by producing mucus. So all this talk about alkaline and alkaline diet, that's called garbage. You know what I'm saying to you? You must have acid in your diet. Not much of it, at least 20%. Because the stomach must produce mucus to protect the stomach walls from the same acid that the stomach produces for its protection. So if there is an excessive amount of acid in the stomach walls, meadow sweet drops it. If you're under 50. Look at this one here. Black walnut. Parasites, bitter. Parasites, bitter. If there is trouble in the intestines, and it's affecting your pancreas, because you can have trouble in the lower bowel, which can affect your pancreas, you have to put these in a mixture too.
We're doing a short program today. We ain't doing
Blessed thistle.
a short program.
Blessed thistle. Bitter. Dandelion root. Get them. Look at them. Look them up. Don't take what Patrick say. Go do your research. Dandelion root is the herb that works on the liver in terms of helping the liver to remove environmental toxins from the liver. And because your pancreas is tucked under the right lobe of your liver, this herb will help the liver, because the liver maintains your glucose levels. So your liver is the main organ to keep the pancreas in check. Your liver is the main organ that filters the blood, and your liver is the main organ that keeps the gallbladder and the pancreas in good working condition. And dandelion root helps to work on your liver to prevent your liver or your pancreas and your gallbladder from becoming toxic. Uvarasi is a herb used for the kidney or for the bladder. It is what we call a diuretic. So, if you have diabetes and there is sugar floating around in the blood and getting into your kidney to damage your kidney long term, we can use Uvarasi in the mixture. So while you are fixing your diabetes and your sugar level is dropping, these herbs will go in, this particular one, go into your kidney and start to move the excessive amount of sugar, the excessive amount of protein, the excessive amount of uric acid from the urinary system. Follow me. GTF chromium. You see what it means? GTF means glucose tolerance factor. They don't tell you that. Good source. Glucose tolerance factor, 800 micrograms per day, will drop your sugar level like crazy. You don't need no drugs. Follow me. From them big, bad demons. You know what I'm saying? Enzymes. Because your pancreas function on enzymes, in the exocrine part of the gland, you must pop 2 or 3 enzymes before or after each meal, especially if you pass the age of 60. And you don't eat the greens and the fruits that you're supposed to eat that have enzymes. This one here, look him up too. See him here? It's called Gymnia sylvestre. It's called sugar destroyer. Sugar destroyer. Drop your sugar levels real fast too. But when you put them together, it's the boss for your pancreas with a good diet. So let's go on the numbers now. GI flora. Kidney support. Let's go to the numbers now. Let's go to the numbers. Let me teach my people, right? When you get up in the morning, your sugar levels supposed to say 70 to 100 milligram per deciliter. Come over here, Santa. That's the number you're supposed to have in the morning. But the medical system, says you go from 70 to 120. They're crazy. Why would you want to have your sugar levels, FBS, at 120 in the morning before you eat? Why would you want it to be that high? But they tell you if you have a sugar level of 130 milligram per deciliter and the A1C in terms of the hemoglobin, they're telling you that you are borderline for diabetes. That's what they're saying to you. 130 in the blood is borderline. So you are becoming a diabetic, but they still put you on a drug. You're not a diabetic yet, but they put you on a drug. See? So my numbers in the morning, Patrick Does numbers, is 70 to 100 milligram per deciliter in the morning time. Not 120, not 130. Why? Because if you want to eat anything that has sugar in the morning, and your sugar is 130 milligram per deciliter in the morning time, and you eat something that has sugar, it's going to jump your sugar levels from 130 to like 180 or even 200. You see what I'm saying? And that's too high. You're not supposed to let your sugar level go so high. You follow me? But if you have a sugar level of 70 in the morning or 90 or 100 in the morning, and you eat some form of sugar, it might go to what? 140, 150 milligram per deciliter and come back down. Not 200. See? So the higher your number in the morning is more detrimental it is for you if you're going to put sugar in your diet in the morning time, because in the morning, your pancreas is not rising. So sugars should never be eaten in the morning time, especially fruits. Never eat fruits in the morning and never eat fruits at night, because they are cooling foods and they would cause your body to become too cool. And you can't burn the sugar up properly unless you're going to jog or exercise to put the sugar back. Now, if your sugar level is 350 in the night, and it says 400 milligram per deciliter in the morning time, your pancreas is not working properly. Because if your sugar reads 350 milligram per deciliter at night, and it come back and say 400 in the morning, something's wrong with your pancreas. It's not working properly. But if your sugar levels says 350 at night, and it come back in the morning and says 150 in the morning, you know your pancreas is working. Because now something is going on when you're sleeping so that your sugars drop in the morning time. You have to be educated about your organ system. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's look at this here now. You can never ever fix diabetes eating, E-A-T-I-N-G, eating starches and proteins together. Never. See what I said? You can never fix diabetes eating starches and proteins together. Patrick Does is crazy. We were taught that when we brought up eating starches and protein. Oh yeah, you did. And that's the reason why you're getting diabetes. Why? Why? You're not supposed to eat them together? Because starches and proteins are acids. That's the reason why. Starches and proteins are acid foods. So you're not supposed to eat them together if you want to fix diabetes. Can't. You think what happened? Why? Patrick Does is crazy. The doctor taught us. They never taught us that. Oh yeah? Well, if you eat starches and protein together, they're both acid foods. Starches are acid, fats are acid, oils are acid, and all the other stuff with grains are acid too. So you eat them together, they're both acid foods. Common sense. Get into the stomach. Your starches do not come over here. You're almost done. Your starches do not digest here. Your starches digest in your mouth, and your starches finish the digestive process in your small intestines. And that's what we said before, that the pancreas shoots more enzymes down here to finish the digestive process of your starches in your small intestines. Because once your starches reach over here in the stomach, the acid that your stomach produces kills the amylase that breaks down your starch food. So your starch can never stay in here. You have to move. And it must move here and finish the digestive process right here. Protein, fish, chicken, pork, beef, turkey, proteins. Right here they come also. And the acid also kills the protease that breaks down your protein, but your protein have a backup called pectin that resists the acid, so all the protein digest right here. So imagine you on a regular basis for 20 years, 30 years, eating starches and proteins together. Rice with fish, rice with chicken, macaroni and cheese with chicken. You know what I mean? All these starch with chicken and fish. When they get right here, that starch can never move. He's acidic already. But because he needs an alkaline enzyme to break him down, but because he takes so long to digest, he becomes acidic too. But eating him now with a protein, he stays right here and he can't move to go nowhere, and he starts fermenting and causing more troubles in your digestive system. And if the fish takes 12 hours to digest what it does, your starch going to take 12 hours right in here, and he going to ferment and become idle. And when he become idle and your protein finish digest, then your starch will move undigested and come right over here, all fermented, more acidic, and then he will make you have more trouble in your pancreas, because now he changes the pancreatic secretion from 8.0, 8.3 to 5.0 acid, and then your pancreas has to work extra hard now. And once you burn your pancreas up, there's no enzyme function anymore, and then diabetes steps in. Follow me. Am I making sense, brother?
Yes.
Follow me. And that's the reason why you don't fix diabetes. That's the reason you don't take a pill for the rest of your life. You know, say you all have it under control. Control don't mean nothing. See what I'm saying? So when you want to fix it, you have to go to herbs and supplements. And you have to remove all sugars from your diet. No fruits, no starches, unless there's gooseberries, blueberries, and all the berries that help to have enzyme and helps the pancreatic secretion at the same time. No sugars. And never eat a starch with a protein if you want to fix diabetes. You'll never fix it. And we put you on these programs, and you have a sugar level of 300 milligram per deciliter, and you start to see that sugar level dropping from 3 to 200, and it's going to stay here for a little while, and it's going to go down to 170, and you're going to stay there for a little while, you're going to go down to 130, you're going to stay there for a little while. But for the diabetic who have high sugar levels, it is imperative that you do not drop your sugar levels too fast, because you would get jittery at the numbers down here if you've been functioning at these numbers over here for a long period of time. So when you get over here, you get jittery. Over here, you get jittery because you've been so used to functioning over here that you start to get sick long term. So you take your time and you bring it on slowly, gradually. Now, when you're going over here and over here and over here, you're not going back over there. Over here is gone. You know for a fact that you start at 300, you're not going back over there. You know that you are improving. You know that your pancreas is responding to what you are doing, until you know the individual can get the pancreas to your sugar level to go to what? 100. And you function. And then 80. And you function. And then 70. And you function there. And then your pancreas will take care of you properly. See what I'm saying? Wonderful. Give thanks and praise to the Most High.
Yes.
And don't forget, we in New York till Sunday. I ain't coming back in the cold. Coming back in the cold, man. One more week. I'm in Ambrosia. And I'm in 718-469-0985. Or you can go to Christy Books, KRISTYBWKS.BIZ. Or you can call me 631-530-2329. Or you can call Shante, and you can see me before I leave, because I ain't coming back In the winter time, you all come to Grenada. Bless and love and thanks for watching. And don't forget to give the Most High all the glory, because at the end of the day, the Most High is the ultimate healer of all things. Blessed love, and don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself. You understand? Because that is the second commandment, other than love thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul and all thy mind. And don't forget, we're on the 30-day program. The 30-day program starts on Tuesday. I'm starting tonight. I'm early. I have all my stuff ready. And we're going to juice, and we're going to put up it's going to be on Christy Books. The instructions is going to be on Christy Books by tomorrow. So you can go and download the step-by-step program for the 30 days cancer prevention program. And you're going to see how you're going to feel, because people are coming back in here tonight and say, Mr. Dells, man, my kidney's functioning good. My pancreas is functioning good. The doctor asked me, what am I doing? Because we are changing the lives of our people in our community and making them see that there are all ways that you can use herbs for healing, because that is the reason why the Most High put this on the earth, for healing. Blessed love. Give thanks and praises to the Most High. Give thanks. My boy, what's going on, my brother? And she's funny. Yes.
Like a closer.
You feel it?
Okay, and I'm disappointed.